So I think I freaked you out a little bit, and that was not my intention. I recently posted about this girl who emailed me looking for a job for many years with no success. And the comment section was a complete mix between people who were encouraging and discouraging. Make sure that I give you guys the most important tips when you're looking for a job. There are going to be some areas that you're not going to have a lot of jobs because there's not a lot of hospitals, a lot of clinics. It just makes sense, right? But you have to be willing to also go with an open mind. You got to speak to your school to see how they can help. If maybe you can volunteer in the scanning lab, as even though you're volunteering, you're still working. Relocating, even though it's not ideal, just for your first job, just to get yourself in the door. Willing to just be flexible in general as far as traveling to your job. It might take you 2 hours. I know it's not ideal, but you have to have that in your mind. I know this is not something a lot of people know, but a traveling job is not necessarily traveling across the state or whatever it might be. Some traveling jobs are around you. They just have a short contract of 12 weeks, but it's in your area. And the most important thing is networking. So yes, LinkedIn, of course, is a great way to network with people you've worked with your clinical rotations, but also keeping in touch with every sonographer you worked with in your clinical rotations. But that comes with being the best of the best as a student, because you have to stand out in a way that you've made that impression, that if a sonographer that works in that location, even though they can't hire you in that location, if she or he hears of anyone hiring in your area or whatever that might be, they would be like, oh, I know this student that is now a new grad, or someone who's supposed to be graduating any minute, and I've seen that happen. Let me give you the info because she's great, but we have no room to hire her. You might be rolling your eyes and saying, oh, she's so positive for no reason, or I'm putting you guys in some kind of delusion, which there's no problem with that. But let me tell you, there are jobs out there. You just have to be available for them. But don't let anybody else discourage you. You don't know the full story. You don't know what their journey was, and you also don't know what kind of student they were.